Everyone, and welcome to Telma's podcast. Yes, that's me. I hope you're all okay. You're enjoying your, what day is it? Thursday. Sorry, so far. Okay, so today, first before I introduce my guests, I want to say this, okay? I know some of my students are watching, hopefully. I want you to know something. When I'm hard, it's because I care. Okay, so if you see me strict on your case, it's because I want you to do well. Okay, and if I wasn't like that, okay, if I wasn't on your case, all right, that means you're doing the right thing. You're doing what I've asked you to do. Okay, so if you see me on your case, just take it as a message of me saying to you, go on, keep going. Come on, you can do this. Come on, I want the best for you. All right, sort of like a mentor would do. Talking of which, I have my guest called Chann, and she is a coach, and she's also a mentor, okay? So I met her, through social media. I remember one time she was advertising hairstyle. I think she was a radio host as well. And me and her, we have a friend in common, and it's Janine. And I remember I said to myself, like, she's got the same personality as my friend. And I said, oh, that would be so great talking to her. That would be just amazing, fantastic, So we decided to have our live today. And I said, listen, I need people to know what you do, especially for young people. Because this podcast that I do, it is for young people. It is for you guys to know when you leave secondary school, what you can do out there. There are so many options for you guys to do out there, okay? And to grab all the opportunities, all the chances to go after your dreams. But remember, you have to work hard to achieve your dreams, So, yeah, I said to myself, this woman, she's so inspirational. She's so helpful. I have to have her as my guest. I can't really tell you what to expect soon, but I am pulling strings to get more guests coming, some very interesting guests. So please, watch this space. Trust me, it's worth the wait. Obviously, I want you to know the inspirational people, okay? But there are also some people that have done some mistakes in their lives and they turn life around, which I'm going to talk to. Yes, next week, I have a guest coming. She's from Russia. I think she says she's an author. Yeah. Now, here's the deal. So, I would like you to be respectful because in regards to what's going on right now in the war of Ukraine, I don't want you guys to throw any abuse towards her because she's not responsible for what's going on in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. So I just wanted to let you know, I'm going to have this guest. She's going to talk to us about being an author, So please, please, please be respectful as always, okay? We all are entitled to our opinion. Doesn't mean that you are allowed to express them anyhow. No, I wouldn't like that, okay? So let's be respectful the same way I speak to my students, okay? All right. So in about 2 minutes, I've got my lovely guest joining me, okay? So Chann, she is a coach and she is also a mentor. And I can't wait for her to tell us everything that she does, all right? So I am going to try and contact her to make sure she joins us in 1 minute. Oh, wow, already. Okay. I hope all of you are having a lovely day so far. As you can see, for the state of my eyes, work is tough, really is. But in life, you have to love what you do. And I really do like working with my students. I like them to bits. I just hope they know that I'm harsh because I care. Yeah? So that's the one thing I wanted them to know. Okay, so let me see if she's coming. Come on, Chann. Is it Chann or is it Chann? Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Sorry about that. Not in yet. Come on, Chann. It's 7. We said 7 o'clock. Okay? It is 7 o'clock. Where's my lovely guest at? Okay. I'll keep this near. Let me see if I can invite you. Wait. Okay. Daisy, I hope you're okay. Just waiting for my friend, my guests to come. Wait. Is there a reason why some people come and then go and then come? Like, yeah. Oh gosh, let me see the sound. 1 second. Yeah, perfect. Sorry. Look at the mess a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, no, it's strange because sometimes people come in and go and come and going. So I'm like, I hope the connection is good. I know I have the reception. When it rains, that's when it's a bit messed up. Okay, Chann, we are waiting for you. Yes, it's strange. I was so sorry. I had to come back. Okay, I quickly texted her to say that I'm live and I'm waiting. Let's hope she didn't forget about me. Come on. Come on, Chann. I can't talk to myself here, okay? This podcast, it works both ways. I need my guests. Okay, let me see. No, sorry about that. For some, yeah, no, I had to quickly go and come back because I'm trying to reach my guest. Okay, so let me see. That's a good thing I got my tablet. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Very sorry about that. Oh, no. No. I'm still waiting. Come on, Chann. Where are you? No, it's okay. Okay. Chann. Yes, I'm waiting for you. Yeah, you need to join me. Okay, wait. Wait. I'm gonna have to. Yes, sorry, Daisy. I quickly had to go. Yeah. I don't know what that is. I quickly had to go. That's why it was a bit glitchy. Okay. Who's this? Who is this? Okay. Coach. Invite. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. Request to join. I've invited you. Yeah, request to join, Chann. Okay, I've invited you. Yeah? Accept. I hope it works. One more time. Yes!
There eventually.
Oh my God, I'm sorry about this. I love Instagram, but to get people to join in, but I still love Instagram. How are you?
I'm cool. And yourself?
I'm fine. You're looking so pretty. I look so washed up. I'm so
Don't make me laugh.
so. Please tell us who you are, my darling.
Good night, good day, wherever you are. My name's Coach Chann. I'm the founder and director of Building Bricks Coaching. I deal with self-development as I'm a self-development coach. My business is based on those who's been affected by the criminal justice system, be it a rehabilitation, those that are at risk, and the 3-tier victims.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you really do serve young people, or it doesn't matter the age. You serve
No, it's
any.
young people and adults, men and women. I don't really show no prejudice because the criminal system doesn't, so I'm not going to neither.
That's true. So why focusing on that, on the criminal justice side? Why that? Why that area?
Okay, first of all, I've got a degree in criminology, so I
Nice.
actually went to uni to study that. And also, I know what it is from a grassroots level via my life experience, what it is to be either one of them, whether it's to be within rehabilitation, whether it's to be as a victim, or whether it's those at risk. So on a personal level, I understand it in quite detail. And also because of the environments that I've worked in as well, that's given me another side to it from a
Nice one.
more working environment. Yeah.
Okay, talking of justice in this country, I don't know if it's gonna come across well what I'm saying, but you think in Britain they let criminals go a bit too easily. You know, life term. What does it mean, life term? What does it mean until you basically die? What does it mean that? What is it that people are allowed to go out and reoffend again?
Okay. Do you know what? It's dealt with a case by case because you asking me that it comes as an array of colors. There is no one set answer. So I don't want to be here because somebody could have been in there that's under self-defense that was actually protecting themselves, and then they could have accidentally murdered somebody. So as I said, I don't want to give a holistic like it's just one set rule for all. That wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, for you to go and ask why life means life, or you need to go to the lawyer
Uh,
and the barristers and the judge.
I will. Okay. So what you do, so when somebody comes out of prison or before going to prison, when your help comes in, when do you actually help that person?
Okay, so self-development is about where they are at life. It's about what it is that within their self that they need to develop, what habits they maybe need to unlearn, and which new ones they maybe need to relearn. So the packages that they're usually bespoke. So
Okay.
it's not just one fit all. It depends where you are at your life. It depends what experiences that you've had. Some could have integration back into their family, with their spouses, with their kids, finding work. So it just depends on what it is, what they feel within them. So it's to work with them, that join together from where they are to where it is that they want to reach. Sometimes they've got limited beliefs. It's a whole array of tangibleness that needs to be looked in, and like an onion, layers has to be unraveled, because sometimes they will come to you and they think, well, do you know what, this is the problem. And then with working with them over time, you get to realize that that's not actually the root of where your actual issue is.
Yeah.
But you won't get to what that point is until doing several sessions,
Okay.
depending on how open they are as well, because it
Okay.
takes vulnerability.
Okay. You see, I had a friend of mine whose
Mhm,
stepfather went to prison, and then when he came out of prison, they
mhm,
went to a hostel for ex-convicts. Do you
mhm.
think that helps before they are thrown to the society? Do you think that helps to go to a hostel to figure your life out, and then you are thrown into the society of work and finding housing and things like that? Do you think that process, that transition helps?
Well, do you know what? Different people has different needs, and this
Okay.
is where the probation service is supposed to come in.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
majority of the time, well, actually all the time when they come out, they're supposed to have a probation officer
Okay.
that is supposed to guide them and facilitate them throughout their journey. Whether that happens all the time or maybe not is arguable.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But I like the fact that for you, it doesn't matter, men, women, young people, they deserve a chance. So have you had a lot? Yeah, I mean, have you had a lot of people? I mean, how do you offer that service? How do people know about what you can offer them?
Okay, so there's several different ways. So I'll do via my Instagram, or I do via my Facebook. My website is up, but it's actually maintenance at the moment because we're updating some bits and bobs on it. I also go via, because I used to work with the agency as well, so
Yeah.
they're helping me as well and supported me to get that out there, because as I said, I've worked with young people, and I've worked with adults as well. So during over the years in working in these different places, you build up people that you know that can, help you out or signpost you into directions, and plus places where I've worked already before, because they already know who I am. I can say, look, this is what I'm doing now. This is my business. Because even though I've personally been doing coaching for several years, my business infrastructure and launching of it is new.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
only been out for a couple of months. So that's what I'm just really working hard on now, with networking, billing it, getting all my things. I don't know if you can see behind me now. I've got my mugs, and I've just done my yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but I've got like my mugs and my pens and my journaling, which is bespoke to my company, because that's part of the tools that I use as well, and part of my methodology when I'm actually coaching people,
That's
because it
amazing.
allows them to have reflection. So anytime we've had a session, they can jot down what's in there. Or when I don't like to use the word homework, but if I set them like a task,
Yeah,
they can use that as part of their reflection tool as well.
that's amazing. So can you show us your stuff behind? Because I can't really see it.
Okay, no, it's only the cup I've got here now. The other bits are downstairs. So
Okay.
I'm up in my office.
No problem.
So I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
That's just my little
Yeah.
mug for building bricks coaching. Sorry, I didn't even say what the I'm not sure if I remember if I said it or not, but it's building bricks coaching.
Oh,
So yeah, so these are the kind of things. Let me see. Can you see? Can you tell
yes.
me if you can see
Building
properly?
bridge.
Yeah. So it's just these little things that I give as part of my package.
Good.
When they sign up. So I do one-to-one, I do groups, workshops are also available, um, and speaking, like I'm here speaking to you today, like in
Yeah.
the interview. So it's just numerous packages depending on whether it's with individuals or whether it's on going to organizations, will be dependent on what packages that I deliver.
Good. That's nice. I want you to link up with this man. Wait, let me show you. I'm sure you know this guy. Have you read this book?
What's that?
Sufferer,
Suffer. Uh-huh.
Memoir of a Brixton Reggae Head. This man,
Okay, I haven't
Alex.
seen that one actually.
Yeah, this man, Alex Whittle, he speaks about, he's been to prison
Uh-huh.
and he talks
Uh-huh.
about how he turned his life around. So
Uh-huh.
you need to recommend this book, yeah, to
Uh-huh.
people because this is amazing. And you try to link up with this man. If you go on
Okay.
his website,
Uh-huh.
anything, things like, I mean, that would be so good for you as well.
Yeah.
Because when you talk about this,
That's good from a rehabilitation aspect, but you got
yeah,
to also remember that people that's been affected by the criminal justice system doesn't mean that they've gone to prison.
that's true.
So it could be somebody that they know, or they could be the victim of the CJS. They could be innocent, so then you're a victim as well. So I've got a three-tier victim criteria. So a victim could be the person that actually the crime happened to. That's my tier one. Tier
Yeah,
two is where it could be that you witness it, and then you're trying to figure yourself back out, because I deal with going forward. I don't deal with the part where you think that you need a psychotherapist, or because you're in trauma. I either work alongside them or after,
that's it.
because they deal with going back. I deal with present to bring you forward
Yeah,
for your future.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, so a lot of people, as I say, when they hear the criminal justice system, they get a bit misconstrued and just think it's just about criminals. There's kids that are also so bring me back to my tiers. So the next tier is those that are like the kids, where their parents or their guardians gone in there. You've got spouses, you've got parents of where their kids have gone in there and it's affected their ability as well. And they've kind of lost direction within their self and their ability. So
yeah.
there's a whole array. Victims alone covers a lot of people. So when you hear criminal justice system, it's not just about rehabilitation. For like the youth, for the young, well, they call them young people.
Yeah.
For the young people, especially me worked in a lot of Peru schools, you'll find that they will show a lot of behaviors that would be maybe flagged as that they are going into the system of going into the criminal justice system. So it's a preventative method. And then you will find with them as well,
Yeah.
you might see certain behaviors, but there's always underlying reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they cry out for help. Sometimes it's the environment that they're living in at home, or it could be peer pressure from people within their community, or sometimes they're just sidetracked because they might not have the correct role models. You see, sometimes in life, when we're looking at things, we have a tendency to look at it in black and white. It's not black and white. It's a whole array of a whole load of colors that are mixed and blended, merges in different elements. So yeah, and I'm sure you know, especially working where you do work as well, that you might see these and sometimes you would deem these as bad kids. It's a cry out for help, or they don't know no difference. And sometimes you have to go beyond that initial persona that you see get to the root and the cause of, and you actually find out that they're actually quite vulnerable people.
They are vulnerable. They are. You know, they're still
Yeah,
kids. No matter what, they are always going to be vulnerable because the fact that they are young people and they're kids. You know, and
yeah,
like you said, a lot of them, this behavior is a cry for help, cry for attention. So,
yeah.
but the thing is, unfortunately, when those kids get kicked out of school, what, what help? Let's say, what help can you provide for them if they get kicked
Okay,
out
so this is what I
of
say.
school?
I used to work in a PRU. So PRU is a pupil referral unit. So that's the next stage they go on to once they've been kicked out of mainstream school.
Okay.
So those are the lot of students that I work with. So I didn't really stay long in mainstream school. I dealt with SEN and PRUs because they are very, very vulnerable, fractured beings at that stage,
Yeah.
especially with the ones that within society, like in what they'll call quote unquote urban societies.
Yeah.
And then what you will realize with them as well is that they are getting the impact from their parents. And unfortunately, their parents are still healing. Their parents are actually lost because they would what I call come into the victim criteria. They've grown up with somewhat what they'll call dysfunction growing up and hasn't been able to navigate themselves properly. They don't even understand themselves.
Yeah. It's
They
hard.
still deal with their trauma. So what happens is it has a ripple effect. And they're doing the best that they can do or they deem that they're doing. And then that gets passed on down to the next generation. So until this continual cycle can be somewhat eradicated, it would never be fully gone. It's sometimes it's horrible to say, but unless they do that inner work, and this is why I do self-development, because everything starts with self. You have to understand your habits. You have to understand your mindset. And a lot of learning is unlearning. You have
I
to
love.
change the way how you deal with things because if you want a different outcome, you have to have a different input.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and as I said, some of them they've been it from when they were young and they've grown up. They haven't done that inner healing. They haven't had that and that understanding. And every season in your life requires a new you. So it's not like you just do self development today and you're okay for the rest of your life. It doesn't go like that. There's always going to be something that you need to work on in one area aspect of your life or another,
Yeah.
whether it's your
To-
work, your families, your environment. You know, I'm not going to overgo into it now, but there's a whole sphere of like at least like 9 contributions, 8 contributions, and you're the ninth. But the 8 within the cycle makes up the ninth, and that ninth is you. So within each area of your life, there's going to be something that you need to do within yourself to better that part.
yeah.
It makes sense?
It makes sense, but it's true. There's a lot. It's just like life. There's a process of learning, of
Yeah.
discovery. So, how long did it take you to become a self-developing coach? Is that correct?
Okay, yeah. I've been doing this for quite some time. I got my certificate, I think it was 2018, 2019. So it's been a journey. So I was doing it as mentoring before because I used to work in the mental health. So I was doing it with in the mental health environment within the recovery
Yeah.
college. So the staff that I used to manage there were also my mentees
Mm-hmm.
because they were ex service users, and some of them were actually even service users as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I started off. So we just started building from there. But to be honest, I always knew from when I was at uni is that I wanted to have an impact with those that had been affected in one form or another. But I just wasn't sure how to connect the dots. Like, how was I going to go about in trying to make a difference. So it was just over time with me working in different environments and understanding how each part of it works that kind of made me like, do you know what? I think this is me, because even when I was running my own other business as a hairdresser, I had my own business there. Most of my people in there, I was coaching. They just come down sometimes to just talk with me. They don't want their hair done or anything. They're just looking guidance. And for long people, it's like, you should do this, you should do this. And I really doubted myself. I'll be honest. I wasn't like, oh yeah, this is, I doubt myself. Like, do I have the abilities? Do I have the capacities? Am I knowledgeable enough? You know, and over the years, I'm forever in books, and I continue studying, because I can only bring people as deep as I go myself. So I have to be continuously learning, continuously having mentors, continuously having coaches, because I'm continuously developing myself.
Amazing.
So for me, yeah, so it's an ongoing, but everybody's journey is different to how they become a coach, and there's different type of coaches for different aspects of life.
Yeah.
But for me, my upbringing, with my experience and with my degree and my work experience, that's what made me become a self-development, because I had to do that for myself. I had to do a lot of weed digging, replanting, watering, soiling. I've been on this journey. If I say I've been on this journey for myself personally, for even if I say like 10, 15 years, I'd be lying. But you don't actually realize until you're looking back.
Yeah.
Because it's only when I start learning how certain infrastructures are that I realize, oh, I'm doing this. That's what I was doing then, and this is how I was trying to make sense of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I got mine, and that's where I got to that point to where I was like, do you know what? That's my contribution of service given to the world.
Wow.
Because on face hair, because it's mainly on the internet, I can touch people globally, and that's what I want. Even though, you know, there's every country's got its own regulations and their rules and things like that, they're still human beings, and you will find that there's common denominators within the people, within themselves, of the issues that they have and they want to address. That is, it is universal.
Yeah. Fantastic. But to be honest with you, everyone, right, has a path to follow, and it looks like you are so passionate about this,
Yeah.
about, you know, serving your community, serving people, that you made it a business. And I believe we need people like you. We need people that, you know, no matter where we are in life, we got somebody there to help us, build us back. We all need that. We all get off the rail sometimes. We all get down sometimes, but it's nice to have somebody like you that's going to have our backs. I just love it. I can only applaud you because this is so fantastic what you do. It's just amazing. And I think we have a friend in common, Janine. Do you know Janine?
Yeah.
You remind me so much of her, because you and her, you have the same passion. You bring that same energy.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, don't you feel like you guys are similar? The way you understand people, you want to serve people, you want to help them. I feel like you have so much in common.
Yeah, but when you come from a certain environment and you've witnessed a lot of things, because you know what, for me personally, it's all well and good that you can say, oh, I went and I studied something, because you just have the theory of it.
Yeah.
Until you actually had to live something, breathe it, eat it, and everything, you're not going to have the same level of understanding. You're not going to have the same level of empathy. You're just not going to have it, because you've never had to experience it. You're always as a third party looking in. So the attachment and the passion that comes with it is going to be on a different level. I'm not going to say they're not genuine. I'm not going to say that they don't learn over time to do things, but I still think that it is different. And yeah, heartwarming, heart melting. It really is. So rather than bringing a negative connotation to people's lives. I'd rather make them find where their passion is, their dream is, who they really are as a person. Because sometimes just because you come from something, it doesn't mean you have to stay there. It doesn't
That's it.
mean you got to stick there or be loyal to something that is no longer serving you.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
take your wisdom and you implement it back within the service of your capacity that you know is going to do something of the greater good.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
so amazing. I love it. So finally, what would you advise? Two more questions. Sorry. What would you advise young people? Okay, if they're off the royals, or if anything, what would you advise them to do? How can they reach you?
Oh, if they want to reach me, they can come to my Instagram. I'm sure we'll post up anyway
Thank
once we
you.
finish. So yeah, we can put it up when we finish. We can so they can come to my Instagram.
Okay. Okay.
They can come to my website. I also have a WhatsApp,
Okay.
my business WhatsApp that they can contact me on as well, which is also on my Instagram.
Okay.
So what we can do is when we've finished, we can, and you're gonna load it up.
Yeah.
We can attach all of the informations on there. So if anybody is interested, whether it's for themselves or somebody else, then they can reach out. They reach out to me,
Amazing.
and I give free consultations as well. I don't even charge for consultations.
What? You need
Yeah.
to bring those details up. Thank you so much. And finally, what would you advise young people leaving secondary school that want to follow in your footsteps of being a self-developing coach or mentors? What would you advise them to do? What's the step to take to become what you're doing?
Okay, they need to understand why they want to do it. They need to understand their mythology. They need to understand what is it they need to bring to the table. They need to start to understand their self before they, especially self-development. You see, before you are able to serve somebody else, you have to serve yourself first. You have to understand yourself. Go and get yourself a coach. Go and get yourself a mentor that can start pulling these things out of you so that you can start articulating it. And then from there, then you can start taking, because some people might do the psychology route. They might go and study psychology and then add that onto what it is to bring to the table. So in being there's no set rigid way of doing it. But this is why I said you go and get yourself a coach. You go and get yourself a mentor, because they'll start pulling it out of you. You have to start. You have to go so deep within yourself, because it doesn't make sense that you go to somebody and you don't actually understand what it is that you're giving them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to, because these are people's lives. This is something that you don't really take lightly.
Yeah.
Even though ultimately, yes, the choices still comes back down to the client, because we work alongside you. But if you're not willing to put the work in as a client, me as a coach, I can only help you so much. You have to want to help yourself. You have to want to do the work. It's a partnership.
It's a two-way relationship.
Yes.
Exactly.
And this is why I say to them, get a coach. Because then when you get a coach, you will understand what it entails. And every coach is slightly different. And that's fine. But at least it will give you an insight and an understanding of what it is that goes into it, and who you need to be evolving all the time to be able to do that.
That's fantastic. You speak like a prophet, like a wise person. I don't know. So many words to describe you.
I'm not going to sit here like I know it all, because the more you learn, the more you realize you need to learn.
That's true. You never know everything in life. Life is a journey.
Yes.
It's a school. You learn every day. Honestly, my darling, I want to say thank you so much for everything that you said, for all your advice, for what you do for the community and for people. I really would like to do an update, you know, in the near future when everything is set, how you're getting on, because I really like what you do, and I think more people need to know about what you offer. So I want to say a big thank you
I
for
will.
your time and for everything that you do, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The pleasure. Have a lovely evening.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you so
Thank
much. God
you.
bless you. God bless you.
God bless you.